In the previous discourse, we were talking about the right view through the example of tortoise and limitations showed by Astavakra. Today, let us talk about the second path in the Noble Eightfold Paths of Buddhism. This second path is called the right resolve. Now, where does this word come from? This word comes from adhithana, which means to stand firm, unmoved, and resolved to achieve wisdom, resolved to achieve truth, resolved to achieve sannyasa, resolved to achieve the peace, the shanti. And the resolutions should be so firm that no one can take you away from your resolution. From the perspective of Sanatana Dharma, let me try and explain you this concept. You now know that Bhism in the story of Mahabharata is a representation of soul, and Krishna in Bhagavata and Mahabharata is symbol of wisdom. Both these are the 8 sons of their parents. Their 7 siblings died without any action. They were the non-events. So your first resolution has to be this, that your present life will not be equivalent to the 7 siblings of Bhishma and Krishna. You will not die like a non-event, but rather this present life is the 8th son. This present life you will awaken your Bhism and awaken your Krishna. As you are aware, and since you have begun to take the journey, start working upon it. You have to make a resolution like Bhism, and hence you will be called Bhism because you make such a resolution. This is a sturdy resolution. It simply suggests that I am not going to reproduce myself, which means I am not going to take the rebirth again and ensure that I will seek and get liberation. These resolves will make you like Angad. You will firm up your feet that even Ravan cannot uproot it. There is a beautiful story about Timeya in Buddhism. Timeya was the sole heir of the kingdom, and once he realized that he was in his previous birth captivated by the demons, and he asked them to release him. Now this is a psychological contemplation of getting stuck in the cycle of life and death. So Timeya necessarily requests the gods and the demons to release him from their capture, which means Timeya wants liberation. Timeya was asked to follow a particular way of life. He was asked to act foolish as well as intelligent at the same time. Hearing this, Timeya started to behave like a deaf, a dumb, and a crippled person. Although physiologically it was not the same, but he was merely acting that way. All the doctors were called and they could not find the reason of his sudden deafness, dumbness, and the crippleness. Some of the priests started to murmur around that he is not a good omen for the kingdom. Hence, he was anointed in his living body and was planned to be dug and killed. Timeya did not even move when it happened. That is the sort of resolve you have to gain wisdom, truth, sannyasa, and peace. It has been explained in a descriptive manner in Bhagavad Puran and Greek mythology. In Bhagavad Puran, Lord Krishna kills many demons sent by Kans. Each of these demons was a bondage. Each of the demons had to be killed and liberated. Krishna did so. In the Greek stories, Hercules did 12 acts of labor. Both these exemplifications simply suggests that you need to break the bondages. You need to take the control in your hand. Sannyasa does not mean that you wear a robe and move away from your house. It may create problems for you. Sannyasa means that you cut the bondages, and you are so resolved in cutting these bondages that even if you are anointed and dug in your living condition, you still don't move. So this resolve is important. The second path of the 8 noble fold paths of Buddhism is this resolve. This resolve will come only when you have the restlessness. Try and get this resolve. Try and make yourself dedicated to the cause. And this will be the second step in this journey. Thank you.